Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Savannah Chrisley's BF Robert reveals what Grayson thinks about her. Savannah Chrisley's boyfriend, Robert Shiver, has revealed what her brother, Grayson Chrisley, thinks about her. Fans have been dying to hear what Grayson truly thinks about his sister. Well, all the tea has been spilled on the issue. Keep reading to find out more about this situation. Robert Shiver and Savannah Chrisley have been dating for a while now. However, they were not very public with their relationship until recently. Savannah posted him on Instagram one time. However, they are now doing podcasts together and posting more. Fans love seeing more of this relationship and how happy they are together. Robert has 3 children and was married once before. Savannah was also engaged once before to Nick Curdiles, who unfortunately passed away. Now the two seem to be in a healthy and happy relationship. Fans recently got to know more about him on Savannah's podcast. During an episode of Savannah's podcast, Robert went into detail about what Grayson thinks about her. They had their first date at Fenway Park. They were attending a Morgan Wallen concert in the pit. Robert pulled Grayson to the side for a conversation. "I'll never forget, I was like, 'All right, Grayson, like what's the scoop?' And like he sold you better than anybody ever could. He's like, 'She's the hardest working person I know. She's like my best friend.' Like all the things. And Grayson talking about you that night really elevated you to a different level in my mind because of the way that he talked about you." Savannah then said how sweet it was that Grayson had said those things about her. She also knows that people can put on a front for a certain amount of time. However, Grayson knows her when she is not like that. So when he says those great things about her, it is about her true self. It seems that Grayson thinks highly of Savannah. He had nothing but good things to say about his older sister. This allowed Robert to like her more and be more confident in their relationship starting. Fans loved hearing that Grayson thinks so highly of Savannah. She has done a great job taking care of him while their parents are in prison. What did you think about what he had to say? Do you agree with Grayson? Sound off in the comments below. We would love to hear your thoughts on this. Savannah Chrisley has always been candid with fans about her personal life, but her latest revelation came courtesy of someone special, her boyfriend, Robert Shiver. And this time, the spotlight wasn't on Savannah's reality TV fame, her beauty business, or even her relationship with Robert. Instead, it was on her younger brother, Grayson Chrisley, and what he truly thinks about Robert and his big sister's blossoming romance. Robert, a former college athlete with an easy Southern charm and the kind of smile that can disarm even the most skeptical hearts, found himself answering questions he hadn't expected. The curiosity around Savannah's family has always been high, especially given the public's fascination with the Chrisleys. So, when Robert was asked in a recent podcast interview what Grayson thought about Savannah dating again, he didn't hesitate to respond. "Grayson's got my back." Robert chuckled before answering, "Look, Grayson's protective. He's her little brother, but he acts like he's the big brother sometimes. The first time we met, he grilled me like I was trying out for the FBI. But honestly, I respect that. It tells me how much he loves her." That small moment between Grayson and Robert wasn't just awkward, it was memorable. According to Robert, their first meeting was during a casual family dinner Savannah insisted on hosting herself. Grayson walked in, sat down across from me, and just stared. No hello, no handshake, just silence. Robert laughed. And then he goes, "So, what are your intentions with my sister?" I thought I was in a scene straight out of a Chrisley Knows Best episode. But what could have been an uncomfortable dinner ended up building an unexpected bond. Robert says Grayson warmed up after realizing he wasn't there to ride on Savannah's fame or make headlines of his own. He told me later, "She's been through a lot. You hurt her, you're gonna have to answer to me." And I believed him, Robert recalled, smiling. That kid's got heart, and I admire that. Savannah's reaction to Grayson's protective streak. Savannah, for her part, has often shared how deeply she values her siblings, particularly after the family endured heartbreak, public scrutiny, and their parents Todd and Julie, Chrisley's incarceration. In interviews, she's called Grayson her rock, and often jokes that her younger brother is more mature than she is at times. So when she heard Robert's recounting of Grayson's initial skepticism, Savannah wasn't surprised. "That's just Grayson," she later said in her own Instagram Q&A. "He's got this tough guy thing going on now that he's grown into a teenager, and he thinks it's his job to make sure no one messes with me. I love him for it." Fans quickly picked up on how meaningful it is for Savannah to have both a romantic partner who respects her family dynamic and a younger brother who feels empowered to voice his opinions. It's a rare thing, seeing a boyfriend actually embrace that protective brother energy instead of being intimidated by it. One fan commented on social media, "Robert seems like a keeper. Grayson thinks I'm good for her." When pressed further during the podcast, Robert shared something even more heartwarming. After a few hangouts and some long talks about sports, family, and life goals, Grayson offered him a surprising comment one night. "You're good for her, dude. She's smiling more." That hit me hard, Robert admitted. Because Grayson's not a super talkative kid when it comes to emotions. For him to say that, it made me feel like I was doing something right, not just as Savannah's boyfriend, but as someone she can lean on when things get heavy. Robert revealed that one of the first things he noticed about Savannah was how she often masked her own pain with humor and hard work. He explained, "I see how much she's gone through, especially taking care of Grayson and Chloe while her parents are gone. So if I can be part of the reason she laughs a little louder or breathes a little easier, then I'm doing my job." Grayson's growing up and growing protective. Grayson, now transitioning from teenager to young adult, has often been portrayed on Chrisley Knows Best as the sweet and sometimes goofy younger sibling. But life has forced him to mature quickly in recent years. Losing parental guidance in the home and watching Savannah step up as a guardian has deepened his appreciation for the people who stick by their family. He doesn't trust easily now, Savannah admitted previously. "After everything that's happened, he's cautious about who's in our circle." But Robert really earned that trust. In fact, Robert revealed that one of Grayson's hobbies, basketball, became their bonding ground. "We started shooting hoops together, and that's when we really clicked," Robert said. "On the court, he let his guard down. That's when I knew he'd accepted me."